All right, so this is what happened. We not getting no intro because we got work to do. We'll do it. I can't never just do a cool.
A crossing guard in Delaware County has been arrested. 26-year-old Kiara Lee is charged with giving marijuana and e-cigarettes to young students at Penwood Middle School. It is Wednesday night. Shari's off. Sarah Bloomquist is joining us. And the big story in Action News is the arrest of that crossing guard in Darby, Delaware County.
Authorities say along with giving kids marijuana, she was also contacting at least one student via text messages. Action
News reporter John Paul live in media tonight with the full story. John.
Yeah, Rick, Sarah, we talked to the Delaware District Attorney today, the Delaware County District Attorney here today, and he outlined all of those charges. We also know that crossing guard worked at a rec center with kids near the police department, and tonight police say that she gave drugs to a 14-year-old girl. Our cameras were there last night as police led 26-year-old Kiara Lee to a waiting van, her feet shackled. She faces a list of charges including possession of drugs and corruption of minors. Investigators say she used her position as a crossing guard at an intersection near Penwood's Middle School to get close to kids and gave at least one child edible marijuana.
She's supposed to be, as you said, a crossing guard protecting children. Instead, she's using that position to get to know children and then sharing harmful products.
The Delaware County District Attorney says they are looking to see if more kids got drugs from Lee. In the affidavit obtained by Action News, at least 4 kids were interviewed by police.
You can imagine a child who's taken edible marijuana and is sitting in a classroom is not exactly paying attention, becoming an A student.
According to investigators, Lee gave a vape to the child as well and even texted with her about her experience after taking marijuana. We know that Lee also worked at a rec center nearby and was known in the community.
I do know exactly who you're talking about, and I always see her on that side of McDade and Summit.
We talked to one mom picking her son up from Penwood Middle School today. She was surprised by what the crossing guard was accused of doing.
My reaction to it is another reason why I'm scared for my son to go here, and I'm glad that he graduated.
Back out here live now. Police are looking into this, especially since that she had so much access to children, having worked at that nearby rec center. So, Sarah, tonight they're asking parents to call them if they might have any information about other victims who may be out there. We're live tonight in media. John Paul, Channel 6 Action News. Sarah?
Okay, John, thank you.
Is there anything I could have done to save our relationship?
Keisha, I think you're a great person. I think you're a good person. And
5, a high school student accused of trying to give a man HIV. The woman was in court today to face these shocking accusations. It's the story so many of you are clicking on at WCPO.com and sharing it as well. 9 on your side's Roseanne Aragon is live with reaction from her school tonight. Roseanne?
Craig, Tanya, she was a teenage high school student here at Dawn Community High School, a senior on track for graduation, but now she could be a felon. In court today, 18-year-old Dawn Booker now facing a judge.
Has no felony record of any kind, no failures to appear in her history. She does live here in Cincinnati, as she has her whole life.
A young life now in a twist. She knew she was HIV positive and allegedly had sex with a man, not telling him she had the virus until after. The report reads, Booker did knowingly attempt to cause physical harm. In Ohio law, that's a crime. Anyone HIV positive must disclose that information before having sex, but that doesn't always happen.
Program, but she went to plug in his phone to charge it, and that's when she discovered what was going on between her 10-year-old and a worker here at this daycare, the Youth Life Center, that had more than crossed the line, and she's uncovered that relationship that had been brewing for likely weeks.
They hugged for a lengthy period of time.
Grace Shawelu thought something was off with a newer worker here at Youth Life Center on Valley Hill Road, but when she plugged in her son's phone,
her face was his screensaver on the phone, and it was a picture that she had taken of herself.
And she started digging.
I went through his text messages because that was the first thing that I thought. And her name was saved in his phone as Mommy. There's a bunch of I love yous and what are you wearing?
She shared pictures of much of the concerning conversation between her son and the 24-year-old worker, and pictures like this one.
That's not a picture that you send to a 10-year-old. That's a picture that you send to your man.
She said the worker bought her son clothes, shoes, and even a gold chain. And Grace said when investigators came to her apartment, a Department of Family and Children's Services worker got her 10-year-old to reveal more.
He did say that this incident where she was rubbing his leg happened on the way back from the field trip.
We aren't using the worker's name or face because she is yet to be charged, and that's why Grace is outraged.
Had it been a situation where it was a little girl and a grown man, they would have locked him up on the spot with no questions until he was proven innocent.
Real talk. That is real talk. All right, as you know, we can't be playing around with this shit. I got a heavy show tonight. Heavy. You might find out some shit that you don't want to know about. All right, this is what we have. This is what we have. First, looking at this, when you first see it, it's like, let me see if I got another report, because they should speak on it.
A crossing guard in Delaware County has been arrested. 26-year-old Kayla Lee is charged with giving marijuana and e-cigarettes to young students at Penwood Middle School. It is Wednesday night. Shari's off. Sarah Bloomquist is joining us, and the big story in Action News is the arrest of that crossing guard in Darby, Delaware County.
Authorities say along with giving kids marijuana, she was also contacting at least one student via text messages.
Action News reporter John Paul live in media tonight with the full story. John.
Yeah, Rick, Sarah, we talked to the Delaware District Attorney today, the Delaware County District Attorney here today, and he outlined all of those charges. We also know that crossing guard worked at a rec center with kids near the police department. And tonight, police say that she gave drugs to a 14-year-old girl. Our cameras were there last night as police led 26-year-old Kiara Lee to a waiting van, her feet shackled. She faces a list of charges, including possession of drugs and corruption of minors. Investigators say she used her position as a crossing guard at an intersection near Penwood's Middle School to get close to kids and gave at least one child edible marijuana.
She's supposed to be, as you said, a crossing guard protecting children. Instead, she's using that position to get to know children and then sharing harmful products.
The Delaware County District Attorney says they are looking to see if more kids got drugs from Lee. In the affidavit obtained by Action News, at least 4 kids were interviewed by police.
You can imagine a child who's taken edible marijuana and is sitting in a classroom is not exactly paying attention, becoming an A student.
According to investigators, Lee gave a vape to the child as well and even texted with her about her experience after taking marijuana. We know that Lee also worked at a rec center nearby and was known in the community.
I do know exactly who you're talking about, and I always see her on that side of McDade and Summit.
We talked to one mom picking her son up from Penwood Middle School today. She was surprised by what the crossing guard was accused of doing.
My reaction to it is another reason why I'm scared for my son to go here, and I'm glad that he graduated.
Back out here live now. Police are looking into this, especially since that she had so much access to children, having worked at that nearby rec center. So, Sarah, tonight they're asking parents to call them if they might have any information about other victims who may be out there. We're live tonight in media. John Paul, Channel 6 Action News.
In a Texas town are outraged after learning a substitute teacher is accused of filming pornography inside a high school classroom. Video was apparently uploaded to a public porn site. El Campo School District leaders confirmed the teacher was let go after producing porn in a classroom, but say the students were not involved. Police are investigating. So far, the woman has not been charged. She is working for the district for 3 months, but no longer.
Hello, I'm Mark Brown. Click the ABC7 logo to
20-year-old Ayanna Davis, a substitute teacher at Lakeland High School, is now out of a job facing serious charges. She's accused of having sex with one of her male students, who deputies say is 16 years old or younger.
You're a teacher, you're supposed to teach. You're not supposed to be getting involved with these students like that.
The investigation began back on December 3rd when a student told a school resource officer about a video on Snapchat showing Davis and another student having sex. According to the affidavit, the male victim sent the video to a large number of Lakeland High School football players. When investigators interviewed Davis, she admitted she and the male student had sex at least 4 times, twice at her home and twice at the student's home, while his parents were asleep upstairs.
Like, girl, what is wrong with you? Did you burn through your last 5 brain cells? So she's locked up in the county jail, and I anticipate that's where she'll spend Christmas, eating turkey off of a loaf.
When investigators confronted the victim, he initially denied ever having sex with Davis before admitting the two had sex 4 times. In interviews, he says he initiated the relationship when he randomly walked up to her one day. He tells police at first the two just liked each other, but says the relationship turned sexual on October 10th after a football game. As of right now, police are still working to track down a copy of this Snapchat video.
We certainly would like for someone to turn it over to us. We know there are copies out there, but they deny it. However, we've talked to multiple witnesses that saw it. So we believe our witnesses.
In a statement, Polk County School Superintendent Frederick Hyde says in part, quote, "We expect substitute teachers to uphold the same high standards of conduct and professionalism as our full-time educators." Going on to say the charges against this person are disgraceful and a complete violation of the trust that teachers build with their students.
Now, this is a story that many people are talking about. The former Lamar CISD teacher who had her explicit video leaked, and she's speaking out.
Yeah, this story is really unbelievable. She is admitting to recording the video, but said she is being targeted by an angry ex. Fox 26's Jonathan Mejia is live in Williamsburg with what that woman is saying tonight. Jonathan.
I spoke with the woman who did not want to be identified. She tells me she regrets taking that video for her ex-boyfriend's pleasure and is now claiming to be a victim of revenge porn.
I made some poor decisions throughout my relationship, and it's now come back and haunting me.
A former elementary music teacher at Lamar CISD is speaking out in hopes of clearing her name. She did admit to taking the sexually explicit video while at school to send to her boyfriend at the time, but says he exposed her because she no longer wanted to stay in the relationship and financially support him.
He said, okay, you want to go down this route? I will send you out any pictures or videos that you had sent to me to the school.
The woman alleges she was one of many girlfriends the man had, and all fell victim to his lies. She claims her ex-boyfriend lost a job and was living out of the car that they bought together.
That was the relationship that me and him had, and he was like, you know, it would be hot as if you did this. It was all like pressuring me to do things, and I loved him. I would do anything for him.
The reports of her in-school videos went viral after 2 community activists held a press conference demanding the school district to do more.
Stripping down butt naked, bending over, and showing everything.
And the woman had words for both Quanell X and Dr. Candace Matthews.
I am disappointed that with one story, you decided that you wanted to let a man ruin my life. You don't know me, you don't know my story, and I'm really disappointed in individuals that have come after me now.
The former teacher says love blinded her, and while she knows that does not excuse her actions, she says she shouldn't be judged for her mistake.
No one should ever judge a person based off of a mistake. No one should ever assume that because I did this, because it was meant for one person, that defies the person that I am, that defies the teacher that I am.
She's speaking out so young girls and women learn from her situation and not lose everything.
And there you have it. And that's not even all of them. Dog, I ain't gonna lie. I was as I was, doing a little research for this, right? I see you, Big Home. Hold on. As I was doing the research for this video right here, I typed in, if you type in teacher arrested for sex at school or whatever like that, you're going to get so much shit that pops up that it's actually scary. And honestly, looking at this right here, at this situation right here, like the first thing you want to do, you look at her and it's like, yeah, it's hard for me to just go all the way in on her, because looking at her, it seemed like obviously there's some type of birth defect there. So all you can really do is go off of her actions, and then come to find out it wasn't even a dude that she was fucking with. She was at the school fucking with girls that are her size or even taller, thinking they homegirls and shit. And she looked like she probably got some type of, I want to say, mental disorder. Like something definitely ain't right. Like when shout out to that nigga Ed, I see you be home. When he sent me this, I had to ask him, like, is this a boy or a girl? Ooh-wee. Yeah, that's a bad deal right there. That's a bad deal. But like I said, doing the research on this, dog, there is a lot of shit going on at these schools. My original question was the young teachers. Are the teachers too young at this time? Are they too young to deal with the going back to high school and deal or school period and dealing with that pressure and shit like that? And it's a lot of things that go into that. But honestly, my nigga, I'll show you something. I'm finna show you some shit right here. When I went down the rabbit hole of teachers in this being arrested shit, it shows something totally different. I'm gonna start right here. Every picture that I'm about to show you is somebody that got a teacher that is teaching at either a elementary, middle, high school that got hit for child pornography. More important than the Gollum looking, bitch right here that's trapping at the school. And just to be fully honest, just being totally real with you, my nigga. Yes. And the stupid bitch earlier talking about my fucking boyfriend, he told me to fucking he said fucking go to the school and fucking do a OnlyFans video. And I was like, oh my God, I'm in love so much and I can't help it. That's bullshit. If you do anything sexual at a school, you should be charged and should be deemed and made to register as a sex offender, period, point blank. There ain't no motherfucking blurred lines. But when I looked into this shit, what I was thrilled about is that there isn't more attention on the fact that it's a lot of shit going on at these schools. Remember, every picture that I'm about to show you is a teacher that got hit. And you can see these are recent pictures that got hit for child pornography. Here we go. This is a teacher. And this is all over America. All of these are teachers. Child pornography. Child abuse. Child pornography. Federal charges. Child pornography. Second grade teacher. Child pornography. This is what needs to be spoke about. We can talk about the weird looking bitch, but this is, if you have children in any grade, child pornography. Every one of these are teachers. Not one of these, because I had somebody come on the post about some, she isn't a teacher, she's a fucking crossing guard. If you don't shut the fuck up, what are you talking about, my nigga? First of all, I said fucking school staff. Teacher, child pornography. Teacher, child pornography. Teacher, Teacher, child pornography. Middle school. This is whatever school your child goes to. This is what you have. I couldn't even clip all of them. I couldn't. It was impossible. Just go on your phone right now and type in teacher arrested. Don't he look like a high school teacher? He in the back of the police car right now. Child pornography. Look at this nigga here. Look at this nigga here. Don't trip when they say former teacher, because that means they got fired and they want to clean it up. Plant City High School coach also arrested. Child pornography and animal crush. I don't know what the fuck that is. You know this nigga a coach. You know this nigga a coach. This nigga gotta be a coach. This nigga gotta be a coach. Detectives found locked safe with files. Files. My fault. I didn't know. We just going, you know what I'm saying? CP, child, kitty videos, whatever. I feel like this right here is the biggest story, to be just totally honest with you. I really feel like this is the biggest story. We can roast the bitch, you know what I'm saying? We can roast the Gollum looking bitch or whatever. She was selling, you know, weed and all that shit like that. I think that's one thing, but I think the bigger thing is at the school that your child is at right now, there is a 75% chance that there's a teacher there that has not been arrested ever, but he is at that moment in violation of the child laws, and he has those videos somewhere with him. They're attracted to children. Now, and I feel like after I looked at it, I really feel like that shit needs to be spoken on in some type of situation. Obviously, there's a phenotype, there's a look to them. Maybe what I'm looking at here is I don't understand it. That's where I'm coming from. I don't understand this thing. I don't understand this whole, when it's girl to boy, you know what I'm saying, an older woman and a boy, you know, and I'm gonna show you a video about that in a minute, but I don't understand these dudes, my nigga. I do not understand these dudes, and to be totally honest with you, I don't understand that. I've never, went through that as a child or nothing like that. And I don't know what that does to someone growing up, but I would imagine that it destroys them and throw their whole mind off and shit like that. But I'm more looking at why and how in the fuck would you be attracted to a fucking child? You're an elementary school teacher. You have a clean record. Never sold no dope, never did nothing. Not no street nigga, not no gangster, nothing like that. But you round this bitch with a secret. You find children so attractive that you will go to school with it on your person. As you're supposed to be teaching elementary school, you're in your mind trying to figure out ways that you can put one of these children in one of those situations. This is the conversation. This is the conversation. Right now, you can go on Google and type in teacher arrested, and most of them are arrested for kid videos. My mother said a long time ago that for any of these, type of offenses, you should be castrated. And I feel the same way. I feel like there is no cure for this right here. I feel like forever and ever, if your mind works in that way, you're no different than a serial killer. Putting you back out there on the streets is only giving you it's putting you right back out there with your addiction. It will be no different than somebody who is on pills, on weed, on crack, meth, whatever it is. It will be like a pill addict working at a pharmacy. All day you dealing with temptation. Why else would a pill addict want to work? A current pill addict or even a recovered pill addict want to work in a fucking pharmacy? You knew that you had an issue. You knew that you were in federal violation with this kid shit, and you put in an application to work at a elementary school. Look at it. Teacher. The only thing they thinking about I ain't gonna lie, that shit it kind of threw me off a little bit, and it kind of made it hard to really talk about the gremlin bitch, because and it don't just stop at the kid videos. A lot of these motherfuckers went further than that. I don't know, my nigga. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like, and like I said, I guess you have to be around your child or whatever and all that shit, and you have to be kind of in tune with them to actually have this shit fuck with you heavily. Cause it's like, dog, what if the child comes home different one day? Look at these motherfuckers, man. Once again, and you would have to be in tune with your child to even know how children look at their teachers, especially nowadays. These teachers be doing dances and all kind of shit trying to connect with the children. The whole time they were predators. Their whole mission was to get to the child, win the child's trust. to feel their addiction. I'm gonna go to the one right here that kind of really like throwed me. Cause usually it's not the hard looking niggas, it's the, you know, it's the weird looking niggas. I would believe this dude right here before I believe this dude right here. Dog, it make you look at shit like, dog, what the fuck is going on around this bitch? And I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this too. I'm gonna say this. On some real shit, as much as, you know, women be, you know, looking and searching for a lot of shit, I believe the wives of some of these dudes, I believe that they've ran across some of this shit. For him to have these files hidden in his home, damn, what the fuck? To have the files hidden in his home, I just don't believe that the wife never ran across him on no shit. Is there any, and I'm gonna ask the question, is there any situation where you can find, I'm talking about anybody in your family, anybody in your life, that you would find out that they are in possession of kitty videos that you would keep their secret? Any person, just be for real. Is there any person in your life that you could find out that, man, they, and you would brush it off? I'm just now looking at it. I want you to be real. If it's any situation where you can, I guess the answer would be no. Who that? That's real. That is real. That is real talk. That is real talk. What gave them probable cause to search his house and safe? Something happened prior. And I don't know. I don't know if you mean like another crime on kids, or hold on. Shout out to that nigga Marcus Mandela. I see you, big home. We working. You know what the fuck it is, my nigga. I had to. I appreciate that love. See, I don't know about that. I don't know about that right there. That's, and I guess that go back to the main thing. I don't understand the I don't like the thought process of why and how a child could be attractive to you. I don't really like when you got, let's see if we got anything. No, we don't.
Hold on, I'm over here with that draw. Oh, yeah, bitch, that's where you at? Just where you at, huh? Don't get the fuck on, man. What's going on, sweetheart? You selling pussy? Oh, bro, Dookie booty. What's up, gang? I'm pulling up on shit with the drone. Damn, okay. I see how you coming. Yeah. Hey, don't touch my drone. Hey, y'all. How y'all doing? Look at y'all selling pussy. That's crazy. Yeah, hey, baby, I'm still gonna follow you down the street, baby. You did all that in the inbox. Now you out here selling coochie. What's the word? Skin. Oh, gee, y'all just, hey. Yeah, now I see you. I see you selling pussy. Oh, folks, game. What's up, my girl?
I'm gonna pull it out there, broad day, getting it. But once again, we're not talking about the girl that is, well formed at a young age. We talking about like kids and I guess the shit that throw me though is the whole this is a faceless crime. It could be this dude or it could be this dude. Could be this dude. I think the shit can make you. I think it's such a broad thing that it can make you crazy. But going back into the whole, even with the female teachers and shit like that, I don't know. I don't know. I just don't fear, and it's fucked up on the female side too. I just don't fear the female shit. I just really feel like these dudes, and maybe that don't make no sense for me. I'm saying legally they should be handled the same way. I'm talking about in real life. If we being real, if your son come home and say that he fucked a teacher, you got a whole different fucking reaction than this right here. I don't know, my nigga. Shit threw me off. Like I said, I was looking into the bitch, but it's not really shit there. And after seeing that it's this much fucked up shit going on at the school, you will really drive yourself crazy on some shit. Like, you would say homeschool, but then homeschool that can be not practical in a lot of cases. So you need a real solution. Dog, and once you see them like this, it's like, of course, that's what he is. But you don't know that shit when you see him at the PTA meeting or the graduation and shit like that. So yeah, man, I just wanted to bring that out. This shit here is funny. This shit here ain't. That's all I can really say. But no, that's all I can really say on that. So handle business. I wanted to give y'all something short right here. I'll see y'all in a minute. Love.